starting a business, whether it's a side hustle, part-time, a couple hours a month, or it's something that you want to take full-time and start traveling with, whatever it is, it's a big project. And if you are going to add it onto your plate without removing something, then you are going to be busier.
Wanderlust babes.
How are you? This is Hello from Greece.
Hello.
Wanderlusters. Amazing. I want to talk about how to build your biz when you're already so busy. This is a topic that is coming up in the current Laptop Freedom program, is schedule. You sort of, hello, Janet, welcome. So you have all these things on your plate already. Your job, your family. Thank you for the snowman, Tara. Your job, your family, your bills, renovating your house, whatever it is. There's all these things that you are already doing. And now you want to add on building your virtual assistant business. And it may be creating chaos for your schedule, and you may be dealing with feelings of doubt and imposter syndrome, and you're like, how am I going to be able to do this if I don't have the time to commit to it? This is a very, very real thing. Starting a business, whether it's a side hustle, part-time, a couple hours a month, or it's something that you want to take full-time and start traveling with, whatever it is, it's a big project. And if you are going to add it onto your plate without removing something, then you are going to be busier. You only have so much time in a day, as we all know. You already have a bunch of things on your plate: family, job, picking kids up, art class, your hobbies, whatever it is. And now you are adding on that you want to start a business. This is going to take up a lot of your time. And so there's a couple tips and tricks that are going to kind of help you with it. And I want to focus on you wanting to build your VA business. So this is for people who want to build their VA business on top of all the other things that are on their plate. You have to reprioritize. That is rule number one. You have to reprioritize. You only have so much time in your day, and you have to determine what is the most important. Starting your VA biz needs to be pretty high up in that ladder because it's something that you're doing on your own. You're starting to work for yourself. So unless you have a program or mentorship, this has to be self-propelled. You have to be a self-starter, which can be really, really difficult. You have to have your own accountability. You have to take it seriously. You must put it near the top of your priority list. It won't take your entire life to do. You're not saying goodbye to hanging out with friends forever. You are not saying goodbye to that art class forever. What you need to do is you need to look ahead 3, 4, 5 months and be like, I am going to put starting my virtual assistant business near the top of my priorities so that when I'm scheduling out my time, it falls somewhere soon under family, job, paying the bills, self-care, and then it lives pretty high near the top. That might mean that you have to say no to a couple of functions while you're starting your business. That might mean you have to wake up earlier and go to bed earlier. That might mean you have to rearrange your schedule, but it has to be near the top of your priority list or you just won't make it happen. The more it slides down, you won't commit to it. Starting a business needs momentum. Momentum builds its own momentum. So as you get excited for it, as you have accountability, it's going to continue to grow as you get clients, as you get used to reaching out to people. That's how it builds. So you need to stick it pretty high to the top of your priority list. If you're someone that takes on a bunch of projects and has a lot of ideas and none of them get completed, it's because you're probably spreading yourself too thin and you are letting these important things get bumped down your priority list. It is okay to be scared. It is okay to want to take this seriously. And it is okay to reach out to your community and say, hey, I need to drop out of book club. And instead of going to the meetings on Sunday, I am going to work on my business. By the way, do any of you need a virtual assistant? It's scary to commit to something like that, especially if you're doing it on your own, but you need to make it near the top of your priority list so that you know how seriously you're taking it. So put it at the top, near the top of your priority list. The other one is you have to have compassion with yourself in the journey. I know it's exciting. I know you want to shoot out of the cannon, and I know you want to be a VA tomorrow. It's very exciting. You want to do it right away, but life happens and you are human. Your kids are going to get sick. You're going to have to stay late at your job that currently pays your bills. Your family's going to need you. You're going to get a cold. There's all these things that as a human, you are doing your best, but life is going to happen. So don't get too down on yourself if you don't get as much of your VA business progress done, yesterday or each week or whatever. Reflect back on the time that you're spending on it. And what's most important is that you can tell the difference between when your schedule gets in the way, life happens, but you've genuinely tried and building your business is still important to you, and when you're not doing it just because you've lost motivation and you don't care anymore. So if you get to a point when you're building your business and you're not accomplishing as much as you had hoped, can you tell the difference between the two? Are you letting your mood sink and you're losing momentum and you're losing faith, and so you're Netflixing and chilling instead of working on your business? Or did life just really happen to you that week and stuff came up and you got a flat tire and now you had to allocate that time to go to the shop? And be compassionate with yourself. You are adding something onto your plate without necessarily taking something off of it. So there's going to be this adjustment period while everything kind of shuffles around and figures out where they live on your schedule in accordance to each other. So that's number 2. Be compassionate with yourself over the journey. Be kind. This is not a time for you to berate yourself. This is a time for you to be really proud. You are a leader. You might be, inspiring other people in your community. So really hold that compassion. The third thing is to schedule, calendar block, commit to these things. So instead of saying sometime this week, I'll work on my business, block it out in your calendar. Say, Tuesdays between 6 and 7, I go to the gym. Wednesdays between 6 and 7, I work on my business. Especially if routine is something that you're used to and works really well in your schedule, then block time in, commit to it so that when you get that dinner invite on Wednesday, you can decline it and say, no, I am busy. I've committed to working on my business. It's blocked in my calendar. How about dinner on Thursday? Think about working on your business as if going to a yoga class. Yoga classes are in strict periods during the day, and you have blocked it into your calendar. I'm going to go to yoga at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, and so you go because there's no other option and you've blocked it in. And when you look at your calendar, you are busy. You need to treat working on your VA business very similarly. Any extra time you have, if you're one of those people that quick starts and really grinds away on it, and while you're sitting at your desk you are also reaching out to clients and working on your business, great. But if suddenly it's Sunday and you look back and you realize you didn't work on your business at all, it may have been because you just let your schedule fill with other things and you didn't pre-plan and structure out your week and add it to your schedule. So that's really, really important. It also helps our mind relax. We are not stressed about when we're going to work on our business nearly as much when we've already committed to a time. And it might be, find the schedule that works best for you. You might be someone that 20 minutes a night is what works best for you. You might be someone who Sunday mornings until 2 while everyone's sleeping in, that's your time. Commit to it. Commit to building your business. Commit to the grind and make it fit in your schedule. So bump it up into your priority list, calendar block it out, and then hold compassion for yourself when life happens and suddenly you can't work on it, and really tune in. Ask yourself, be curious. Did I not work on my business this week because I'm in the slumps? Or did I not work on my business this week because life really happened? And have realistic expectations, right? You're human. There's going to be moments when you're distracted. There's going to be longer lineups at the grocery store. There's going to be all these things that happen because you're human. So if you look at your calendar, is it realistic? Can you accomplish all those things on the top items on your priority list? Does that make sense? Are you setting yourself up for success, or are you setting yourself up for failure? You need to create buffer times between your tasks. You need to eat. You need to get a realistic amount of sleep. Are you asking yourself to get up really early and yet you know deep down inside that you'd work better at night? Look at it, look at your journey, set yourself up for success. This is your business, your journey, so you need to design it in a way that works really good for you. You're starting your VA business so that you can have work-life balance. Start now. Start now. What is your work-life balance right now? Who are you? When do you work best? What are your normal distractions? Where do you need to put the blinders up so you can stay focused? And keep it high on your priority list. Do not negotiate. Starting your VA business is non-negotiable when it comes to making other plans that are below it on the priority list. So let me know in the comments if that was helpful. You are busy. I get it. We're not kidding ourselves. We're busy. We're entrepreneurs. We're trying to change something so that we are less busy in the future, but it's not going to be easy necessarily. So let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Those are my 3 tips on sort of how to start your business when you already have a hectic schedule. So it's time to make it a priority.